You ready to rock and roll? You ever done a podcast?
No.
Because I've never either. It's my first time, too.
No, I haven't. Had interviews.
This is my first time ever. So, okay. My name is Cody Mabe with Big Stone Records. See, I already looked up at the thing. I already done it again. I'm here with the #1 artist on the very inaugural Appalachian Regional Music Chart. I've known this guy for a long time. He's an incredible musician, singer-songwriter, guitar player, drummer, singer, an amazing dude, and he's an amazing singer-songwriter. And this is why I wanted him to come over here and do this podcast, because this is might be a train wreck, man, but I don't know, man, you know what I'm saying?
It'll be all right.
This is Shawn Stone, people, so glad to have you, brother.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Glad to have you, man. So
thanks for having me.
Yeah. And this is obviously a first for myself too. I've never done a podcast in my entire life. I've listened to a ton of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. And I think you're probably a lot like me, man. We come from a generation where social media is very awkward.
Yes, very.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not.
It's hard to you just speak to a camera or
right.
Just
yeah.
you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We're just, man, we're getting old. That's our problem. We're getting freaking old is the problem.
I am not a social media guy whatsoever. Like the TikToks and all that stuff, I don't.
I know, man.
I try to, because that's the way of the world. Things change. You got to adapt to change, but it's hard. It's hard to. I'd rather come to you in your face and play some music than over a camera.
It's super difficult to, I guess, be vulnerable and put yourself out there. Because for us, we feel really good when we're up on stage performing in front of people, singing our songs, playing to a live crowd. Man, there's just nothing like it. And I know you probably feel the same way as I do on that.
Absolutely.
Here I'm speaking for you, man.
No, you're fine. That's what it is, man.
But no, man, I just wanted it to be, because I've known you for a long time.
A long time.
And I just wanted, man, and I always loved your song. And I told you the song was awesome. And a lot of people's like, "Oh, Cody, you picked all these songs." Well, I swear to goodness, did not. And it just kind of goes to show you. I didn't even think about in the top 10 songs. Yours was the only vocal and acoustic. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Everybody else had like a full band production.
Oh,
and,
yeah, okay, yeah.
So I was really happy that your song got chosen #1 because, man, really all you need, and it's always about the song, it's just a vocal and a guitar, your voice, man, and the words and a meaning behind the song. So, but before we get into that, though, I really want to ask you, give me just a quick background. I mean, you don't have to go into like super details or anything, but I want to know like what inspired you, starting out, with music in general, going up to, because I think you started out on drums maybe or something first. So just tell us about that.
Yeah, I started, I guess 5 years old, got my first drum set. So I got into drums, and that's the part of music I really liked more than anything. And I started messing around with guitar about 8, and played drums all up, I guess, Lord, for years. And been in bands here and there, how they go. They never stick together most of the time. But, as a drummer, I was writing songs too. So, I mean, I'd write songs as a drummer, and I'm like, I want to be able to put this to a melody. So I started picking up guitar more, and I started writing to my guitar, and I slowly pushed drums in the back,
So what age were you, I guess, when you wrote your first song?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I stumped you with a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. I can't recall.
Well,
but I know I really hit it songwriting hard when I was in Korea. I mean, I did it all through, being most of my growing up in military career and stuff like that. But
so how, I guess, did you were you in the military at 18? Like, did you go in 18 or right after high school?
Yeah,
or
right after high school.
Okay,
and,
gotcha.
And so I would always write, go down the road, have a little time. Remember those recorders, little small pocket recorders? I go down the road, be driving down the road, and be like, "Hey, I got a good song in my head." So I just push record and start singing into it. And so I had just tapes and tapes of just all this stuff that I went back home and started listening to it and writing it on a piece of paper.
So you were actually really using a voice recorder.
Yes, I was.
Not an app,
Right, yeah.
That's cool, man.
And
that's
I did it for a long time, and I had probably, I don't know how many songs I'd written before, because I lived in North Carolina, my first duty station, and Hurricane Floyd came through.
What do you remember what year that was?
1998.
Wow, 98.
And I had a binder. It's probably 3-inch binder full of over probably 300 songs. And Hurricane Floyd came and washed every bit of it in the ocean. So that's you can't rewrite stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I can't even remember what songs was even in that book, but so it kind of, it's a knife right in the heart,
Oh man,
lose all that.
Oh, jeez.
And so, and then you get these writer blocks and all that. But I started at a young age playing drums, got on guitar. When I got to Korea, I bought a guitar in Korea just so I could write more. And I wrote a lot of songs there, and the rest history after that. Just.
Yeah, that's. Oh man, I'm still thinking about losing.
Yeah,
that
was rough.
Did you have it like in a notebook, or like was it a notebook, or?
It was like in a big 3-inch binders.
Oh, 3-inch binder. Okay.
And I had a bunch of paper in there, and I'd write them in there. And I had notebooks too, but when I'd go through all these stuff I wrote down, I'd write it clean so I could have it like, this is the song, and there'd be one song. So all my songs that had finished was in this binder, plus my notebooks. I had stuff just jotted down, and my recorder and all the tapes, all gone. Just like that, it sucks. It really does. You lose all that heartfelt stuff and how you're feeling at the time, and
I think there's a song in that though.
It's
right?
hard. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's always a song.
There's a song in that, right? You know.
Absolutely.
I heard a songwriter say one time he had a big binder like that, and he had a Jeep. It was a soft top Jeep, and somebody stole his Jeep.
Oh man!
Stole stuff. He took a knife and took the soft top, but he was like, I didn't really care about anything else but that songbook.
I totally understand.
Yeah, geez. So you were in the military at 18.
Yes.
And so that really kind of got you on the songwriting thing.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I really got into songwriting then, and still do it today. So
yeah, and it's, I'm sure it's just like with, I don't know how many songwriters I've talked to, and I'm sure you as well. It's like, it's just the best form of therapy ever.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we do things in life. I think it's great to have something as a songwriter to have an outlet that you can just relax and not think about anything else, and
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
That's what, like, playing guitars for me. That's what
it's an escape from the world.
Yeah.
It's such peace.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. So I guess after military, were you any kind of bands in the military? Did you?
Well, you got friends that get together and play stuff like that. You can create a little band and play music out on the East Coast and stuff like that, and had a good. You have just another buddy on the guitar, or you got a full band, and it's hard to keep a band together when you're in the military. People deploy, they get sent off to places, so. Yeah. Having a band in the military is daggone near impossible. But it's not always. It's always been music, whether it's full band, acoustic. Yeah. It's just always been there for me.
That's awesome, man. That's really cool, dude. That's cool. Well, I guess one of the main reasons why you're here, obviously, we got to talk about the number one song on the chart. I mean, that's pretty cool to say, right?
Right. I mean, it was.
And like I said, going back to the out of the top 10, man, it just still it really surprises me that a lot of people's like, because I know you've heard this as well. It's like, everybody's like, oh man, you need a full production on a song, but I mean sometimes
you just, that's all you need is guitar
and a vocal.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. So like, I guess for what I want to know is when did you record this song?
Well, I'm thinking 21 or 22, I think. Okay,
so it was after COVID, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I recorded it. It was in July. Well, I wrote it in July. Because my dad's birthday was in July, and that's who I wrote the song about. And it wasn't just my wife at the time. It was we'd sit down at the Bart house. I said, I want to write a song to honor my father and the way I felt about today. And so I started writing. I gave her the title of the song, which is "If Heaven Had a Phone," and because she lost her dad a couple years before this. Mm-hmm. And see, I lost my dad when I was 13, 46 now, so it's a long time. But so I wrote this whole. It had like 4 pages, I think. I was like, I got to break this down to at least a 4-minute song, 3.5-minute song. There's so much in that. It could be 5 more songs on top of this. It was all the stuff we wrote, and I just kind of went through it and I picked out what's really hit, And so by the time I got done with it, I set up a date with my music producer down in Knoxville. Now he's in Maryville, but it's a sound layer. I went down and recorded it in August, and I put it on Spotify as a single. And from August to the end of the year, just in that short time, that was my top streaming song of all my songs I had put out. So it was a pretty good, hey, this is... So
like immediately you knew, I guess, the impact of...
Yeah.
Like, hey, this is...
And it's hard to sing sometimes, it really is. And the more you sing it, the easier it is. But feeling's there. And a lot of people, they want me to play it and at live shows and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's how it all come about. And I got, appreciate my ex-wife, she helped me write this song. But it come together good, and I got it recorded, and there it is,
And I mean, it just goes to show you, man, sometimes that's all you need, man. It's just that acoustic, man, and it's really, and I've seen it so many times that an artist they have the right look, they can play great, they can sing great, they can just do it all, but if they don't have the right song,
mm-hmm.
and I think just that one documentary, I don't know if you've seen it or not, it's called It's All About the Song or something like that. I think it was on Netflix or something. I think it's on YouTube or something now, but I mean, like, truly, it is really all about the song, man, because you can have so much, I mean, like I said, you can be the greatest artist in the world, but if you don't have that song that
mm-hmm.
resonates with people, I mean, it's just, I think for artists, like myself and stuff like that, it's just so hard to find.
Yeah, well, anymore, it's the old saying is 3 chords and the truth.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore. You got all this stuff that will write songs for you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, see the actual creativity of the songwriting is going away.
Yeah.
And so I always said, if it ain't the truth, don't write it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
there's always somebody that's lived a story that you're about to tell.
So I guess rewinding a little bit, because I didn't even think to ask this question, because we're doing this on the fly, people, and we're first timers here. Okay. I do want to know about your influences, because I know me and you both love Johnny Cash.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
But I just tell me some musical influences. Like, I guess when you what you heard as a kid, growing up as well too.
It's kind of a mix of things. You remember that commercials on TV? and the 80s tapes you can get, the cassette tapes you could buy, the Rockin' 80s or the whatever it was, whatever. You can see them in commercials all the time, those info commercials all the time. Stuff like that I listened to growing up, the 80s music, of course rock and Leonard Skinner, stuff like that. But I've always been strong in the country and outlaw country kind of stuff, like Johnny Cash, Merle, Waylon,
okay.
And then the newer stuff, like Jamie Johnson come along, and he's one of my favorites. And then you got Creed Fisher.
Now, Jamie Johnson's one of your favorites?
Yeah, Jamie Johnson's one of my favorite artists, a hell of a songwriter.
I guess you know what song he wrote too, don't you?
I know a lot of songs Jamie Johnson wrote, but
Honky Tonk Badonky Donk.
Yeah,
I love that story. It just goes to show you, though.
Right.
I mean, and I love Jamie Johnson too. Don't get me wrong. And I think sometimes he's embarrassed of that song. But then again, I think he's like, well, no, it made my checking account large. So, and I guess let me ask you that question. Say if you wrote, let's say me and you got together and we were writing a song, and we wrote the dumbest, stupidest song in the world, and then that just happened to be like a huge smash. Like
it happens all the time.
It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like what? I don't know how I'd feel about that. I probably love my banking account, being.
It happens all the time. It's like social media stuff is so crazy. Like I could take off running and hit on a tree and roll down a hill and get viral in 24 hours. If I sit down with my guitar and play a song that's true and real, it's boring to people. It's not the excitement about killing themselves or hurting themselves rolling down a hill. Maybe I should sing a song and fall out a tree playing guitar. I mean, what would he do? But yeah, it's funny. Like I say, he wrote, what is a honky tonk by Donkey Donk anyway, is what Jackson Taylor said. So,
I mean, and honestly, the guy is incredibly awesome. I love any of his songs he does. He's so good, man. But yeah, like what other, I guess, artists? Because I know you're a huge Creed Fisher fan. I know you probably the you and a buddy of mine, Justin.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, Justin. He's.
You see this, Justin? How you doing?
Hey, I don't know if he'll see this or not. Well, I don't know how many people will see this.
Yeah,
probably our friends. Probably.
We'll share across the world.
It's all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cody Mabe.
Oh man, no. So all right, so tell me some
Creed
more.
Fisher, he's got to know him pretty good, and his whole band and Creed Fisher family. They're just amazing people. He's a hell of a songwriter. He's got like 14, 15 albums out. Jeez. And he's just rolling it, man. Independent. Of course, I like Cody Jinks. There's so many, Wade Reeves, Ward Davis. Man, I can't name. There's a bunch of independent artists that they're under the radar.
Yeah.
Because they don't deal with corporate Nashville, but I understand it. So
no doubt.
And we could talk about that.
Well,
off the record. Off the record.
Well, I gotta say that I actually brings up a really good point. So, and this is you're gonna be like, Cody, what the heck are you talking about? But this is truth. So, just the other day, Taylor Swift had her first podcast with the Kelsey brothers, because obviously she's dating Travis Kelsey. She put on a master class in the first 45 minutes of that podcast about how record deals work. Like I was listening to it and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like talking about how when artists sign record deals, they don't own their masters. Now they might have wrote the songs, but they don't own that master recording. And I think a lot of people don't know, including myself back when I was young and dumb about some things. I hate to say it really, I guess what's the word I'm looking for? It really kind of rubs me the wrong way when I say this, but Like when I try to tell people, like, yeah, I've had a record contract before, and people think that's cool because it's just like, oh gosh, you got a record deal. Well, no, it's not, because it was terrible, and I was stupid.
It was a learning experience.
And yeah, it was a huge learning experience, and it was the worst deal in the world. I mean, like literally, because what happens is they tell you what to record, because they're paying for it, right? They're the record label.
Yeah.
So if you've got the best song in the world over here, and they're like, nah, I just don't like that, they're gonna tell you what to do, you know. And that's why you might have to record a song called like Texting on a Tractor or something, like, you know, something's like honky donk but honky donk kind of thing. But
I totally forgot about that.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I mean, it's like, and there was that point. There was times where I was very ashamed. I didn't want people to know that other people that I was associated with, because I'm like, this is embarrassing, man. Like, I mean, like literally, it's embarrassing because they've got you under contract for a number of years.
Yeah.
You know, and I also, which I won't say the band's name, it's a local band that Shawn and I both know. I heard they were under contract for like 10 years. And I mean, oh my gosh, the singer of this song, I mean, is massively talented. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about or not, but I hope you don't. I'll tell you off the record, but I mean, it's so bad to see, you know, younger artists or even artists that just don't know about how.
Well, it's a lot of people. It gets a mind, you know, kind of. It's not about the music to some people. It's about the image.
Correct.
Oh, I want a label. I need a label. It's an image thing, you know.
Yeah, right.
It's not about the image, man. It's about music.
Right.
And people's lost that. They want, oh, look at me, I got a label, I'm signed to this label. But in reality, you're going to lose everything you got. In about 2 years, you're going to find out how good that label was for you. And it's happened a lot of times to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And in your percentages on your publishing deals and all that stuff, people don't understand all that stuff.
No, they do not. And it's something that I would encourage people to really dig deep into that and learn that.
Do your homework.
Yeah, for sure. Because I don't know, man. It's I didn't know we was going to get on that.
Hey, we don't
that
have
subject,
to,
but no, that's okay.
Left turn.
But no.
Either way.
I think it's good to know that, and that I guess that is why, you know, I wanted to even start this chart, is because, man, you know, forget all that other stuff, forget social media, forget whatever.
Right.
I just wanted local people to know that there's local people in these areas, you know, southeastern Kentucky, southwest Virginia, western North Carolina, East Tennessee. I mean, there's just a lot of talent in this area.
There
you know?
is so much, and I'm the kind of guy that likes to network.
Absolutely.
I love to push other people's music.
Absolutely.
Because I always say I'm not in competition with nobody.
Right.
We can all there's enough room in this world for, you know, all to play music.
Well, there's enough places in Big Stone Gap now to play music.
Well, the thing is, it's help each other out. You know, we're all in this. You know, we're all independent artists at this stage, and music, it's like win a lottery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Really, it's the right place, right time, right person. Yeah. It's like winning a lottery, but there's so much talent in this area. It blows people's minds, and I'm here to help who I can if they want help. You know, push people to.
I guess tell me a local artist that you really respect and you just love that person or whatever.
Well, I know this one guy named Cody Mabe. He's a really good dude, hell of a songwriter, guitarist, way better than I am.
No.
No, shoot. There's, God, we could go Brandon Maggard. There's so many. Let's not forget none of them.
Well, it's kind of hard sometimes because there's so many, and that's what when I got together and we started, you know, compiling all these songs from people around here. it was very hard because like after I got like 25 songs together, I think that's what I started. No, it started out 25 songs. Well, when I got those 25 songs, I was like, all right, let's see how these are going to shake out. Well, after I put it out, everything was we all decided like, hey, yeah, this is it. I realized I was like, oh crap, man, I forgot Josh Wingate of Craig Street Ramblers.
Yeah.
I forgot. I just
amazing band,
and that's why like I wanted to, kind of do something is because, man, I mean, like, there's so much. I guess we're overly saturated, like with just so much music. I can't remember the exact number, but I can't remember how many like millions of songs uploaded every day to Spotify.
That's insane.
You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted like, a spotlight to be shown on this area as far as people like you, people like Craig Street Ramblers. You know what I'm saying?
Corey Snowden.
Yeah, Corey Snowden.
Amazing vocalist and songwriter.
Absolutely.
There's so many, that's out there. And other stuff like, I just went and caught a show, Denise Glass Fannin now. She does a Patsy Cline tribute.
Okay.
But she does her own stuff too. She's got her own stuff. But man, I tell you, I caught her Patsy Cline tribute at the Lyric Theater about I guess a couple of weeks back or more, maybe a month ago. I can't remember exactly what day it was. But man, amazing show.
Really?
Man, she does amazing stuff. So there's all kinds of talent, all kinds of music. Tyler Hughes, the bluegrass, old time music, mountain music.
Yeah.
There's so much. It's out there, and it's hard for everybody to even know what's out there.
Yeah.
And something like that. Thank you for the platform you've given people, because that brings it to light to a lot of people who wouldn't know.
Right.
And so I thank you for what you've done.
Well, and honestly, and I'll say that, and I think Ryan wrote this pretty well in the newspaper. I think for me too, it was a helpful, like when we gathered these songs, I literally listened to all of them, and I don't know if I had ever done that as far as give it a complete listen to all of those different artists at one time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So even for me, it kind of like made me realize, like, good gosh, man, this is. I mean, people like Jonathan Short, some of his music. I mean, I was just like, oh man, like I get to really in depth listen to these songs, and I think, and just like you said, it's honest to God, not about competition. But like when you see a list of songs there, it's gonna kind of force you to be like, it just, the curiosity, man, it just piques, and you're like, hey, I've never heard Harlan County by Ron Short and the Possum Player. Who's that?
Right.
But it made me realize, like, man, that is a awesome freaking song, man. I mean, Ron actually didn't even write that one. It was I forget the guy's name wrote it. He's from like Kentucky, I believe. But Ron Short's an amazing songwriter as well, from our area. But I don't know, man. And I think, and Brandon, you're gonna have to correct me if I'm wrong, but the 7 Red Light song that Brandon done, Chris Rose played on that song. That was one of the last songs I think he actually played on. All right, after a little break.
Yeah. Right back at you here at the podcast.
Well,
Big Stone Records, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man, sorry about that, Shawn.
It's all right.
Just it's all part of the learning curve, ain't it?
That's right.
And now we know. We got us a timer now.
We're back.
We got us a timer. We're good to go. And we're probably going to repeat stuff that we said in the first 30 minutes of this, but that's all right.
It's all right.
But now, what I wanted to talk about, I think, before the break there, obviously, we were talking about Chris Rose.
Yes.
Brandon Maggart's song, 7 Red Lights. It's I believe, and people can fact check me on this if they want, but Chris Rose, that was one of the last songs that he played on. And, it's awesome that song got picked as one of the top 10 too, because
Brandon, that's awesome. Yeah.
Brandon is an amazing singer-songwriter, I mean,
Absolutely.
Brandon knows a lot about a lot of stuff. So, but you know,
and I think as well as you and I sitting down sometime and writing songs together, it's another person I'd like to sit down and write songs with, is Brandon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That'd be
for
cool.
Sure. Because man, he just has such a unique style about him. Like nobody sounds like Brandon. You know what I'm saying? He's got his own very unique style. I love it, man. I think it's awesome.
Like I said, there's a lot of people. It's like Michael Neil Huff, distinct voice. You know, you, myself, Brandon, and as soon as you hear, you know who it is. It's like this distinct voice like that. So
for sure. So, and I know we didn't get completely into this, but we talked about it. But the dang camera didn't last on us, but that's all right. We'll fix that. So tell me a little bit. You said that maybe during camera, whatever. I don't know. What year did you record If Heaven Had a Phone?
So I think 2021, 22, I think.
Okay. So
22 or 23. I have to go back and look. But
so you recorded it. I guess. Let me ask this: when did you write it? I guess
I wrote it in July.
July.
Like I said, July of that year that I actually went and recorded. So it's either 22 or 23. I wrote it in July, and I went and recorded it at my music producer down in Knoxville, Sound Layer.
Have you recorded? Is that where you've recorded a lot of your stuff?
Most of them, yeah. So I recorded that in August. If I haven't had a phone, recorded in August. I wrote it in July and recorded it in August.
Oh wow! So it was
it was like
back
that.
to back.
Yeah.
Oh wow! So I guess at that point in time, did you know, hey, like this song's different, or was it just so personal to you?
Well,
you really didn't really care about any of that. It was just hit home to you.
Like I said before, you write a song that's true. People really can relate to it. You know what I'm saying? People don't know it. When I wrote the song, when I first sang it, just playing it, got it all together, sitting there at the bar with my guitar, was almost crying trying to sing it.
Yeah. Because
you draw all the stuff down, and like I said, you go play it live and all that. It's hard to sing it, and it gets better each time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But it's definitely a tearjerker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Especially for fresh for people.
And do you think? And maybe this is getting off subject a little bit, but is it harder for you to do your original songs versus like cover songs that people want to hear, or do you just pay it no mind? Like, I'm gonna do this. This is me. This is my sound. I like
to play my own.
Yeah.
I really, you got to play your covers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at this stage, I want to be a full, authentic, original song, band, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just all our own stuff. But you got to play cover songs. But when I play my own songs, I don't know. I feel better singing my own stuff.
Yeah.
Than I do somebody else's songs, because it's like being a book writer. You're gonna write somebody else's book. You're gonna write your own.
Yeah.
Somebody's already written.
True.
You wanna write your own book.
So true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's fun to play covers, especially the people I like. I guess you would call them heroes of country music, or who I look up to as far as artists. But to answer that question, I'd rather have all my own original songs than I would play a cover.
Yeah. And it's, I guess, for what we do, it's hard to go into an establishment and be like, hey, let me play you a song you've never heard. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah. So I usually during a 3-hour show, or if it's a 2-hour show, whatever, I've always got at least 10 to 12 of my own in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I kind of push them through the set list.
Yeah.
It's like, this is the original song of mine. I wrote this back here, blah, blah, blah. I'll give you a little history of it, and then we play it.
That's cool, man. I know for me, like, sometimes I'll play an original song and everybody just stare at me funny, They'll be like, what the heck was that? Like, But, I don't know, man. Like, it's so hard as a musician around here to do, what we do.
Yes.
And just I don't know. Explain to us, as far as, because I know we touched on this earlier and it got deleted, but when a venue, I don't know. Do you want to talk about venues?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because and we're not saying anything bad about venues.
No, not at all.
We're talking about the behind the scenes, what venues and other people don't really know. The preparation, the band practice, the getting everybody together. I mean, that all takes time.
Absolutely.
And people think, if you got a 7:00 show, you show up at 6:50, and like you said, hit a play button.
Right.
I mean, tell us like, a little bit, about, say I want to hire the Shawn Stone band. Like, tell me about your process on how you do, because I know you do your own sound. You got your trailer.
Yeah.
Take me through something like that.
So we get called for a show. Of course, we have we book all our rehearsals and all that stuff, or have our rehearsals and practice. The networking, get everybody involved in it. To what day we can actually go to that venue. First off, like they want to play this Saturday. Can everybody do this Saturday? Like, yeah, okay. So let me go from there. We load up. Usually that Saturday morning, load the trailer up. I'll go to wherever venue we're playing. Get there, unload, and I usually like to show up at least 2 or 3 hours before the show even starts. Yeah. Sometimes I've showed up at like noon. I don't play till 7. That's so I can get all my stuff set up, do a sound check, and be ready to go. Excuse me, and then go do our thing, go eat, go home, whatever, and then come back. That's if I'm able to do that. Some venues you can, some you don't. You got a couple hours,
right?
Or you can call them ahead of time. Hey, can we show up at? I don't play till 7:00. Can I show up at 4 to set up? Oh yeah, no problem. So I like to get there early and set up. So all that stuff takes time to get everything organized with the band to go do it, and just all the time behind the scenes and the hauling, all the stuff, packing up, the load in, the load out, offer sometimes an hour and a half show, or and get paid pennies, but. You do it for the love of music, really. I mean,
well, venues see it as, he's only here 7 to 9. That's just 2 hours worth of work here. He's getting paid $100, like that, Because I mean, and here's the thing, when I was probably 16, 17 years old when I first got my first paying gig, and I think I played for like 2 or 3 hours for $100.
Yeah,
and. It's almost that now. I mean, it's the same. Like, when I'm by myself playing, like venues, like will look at you cross-eyed if you say, well, like $250 by myself, and they're like, oh, are you bringing a band? And I'm like,
a band
for $200? what are you talking about? But no, I mean, it's and I think people don't really realize that. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into it.
If it's, you get the tip bucket out there. And for everybody goes watch a full band show or acoustic show, they got a tip bucket, throw a couple of dollars in, it helps them out.
For sure.
For
sure.
Because, man, you make enough, like I said, especially a full band. By the time you divvy the money out to the full band and to your members and the sound guy and yourself, you really don't have nothing. In my case, my vehicle, my gas, and all that stuff like that, like my website costs money, all that stuff like that. So I really don't make no money doing it. Yeah. And like I said, merch is where you make your money at.
Right.
Merch, or you can't sell CDs anymore because of the social media platforms, and so it's tough, and people don't understand the time and effort it takes to make nothing. Really, you know what I'm saying?
We do it because we love it.
Exactly.
Right?
That's why we do it. And like I said, you ain't gonna get rich doing it at this stage. But
yeah, that's man, that's so true. How that, and we could elaborate on that for hours too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Where is because you had a really good answer there earlier. that didn't get videoed, but where is some of the cool venues you've played before?
Like I said before, John City, Tennessee at Capone's. Played there twice and headline once, and it's just Alan the sound guy's awesome. It's a great venue, and it's probably one of the most popular, biggest ones in Johnson City. People go to.
Yeah, I would say probably like in this whole Tri-Cities area, Capone's is very well known as far as, you know, I mean, that's where a bunch of nationally act bands play and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
I think like Disturbed, Hellstorm, Whiskey Myers, all kinds of people played there.
Yeah.
49 Winchester, which is local. They come out of Castlewood, I think.
Yep.
So,
they're the big time now. So you know,
yeah.
I mean, and man, they have put in some.
God,
they're well deserved too. I love their music, by the way. I mean, I know you do too. They're Isaac and them guys, man. They're just they're
doing it.
Yeah, they're
killing it.
They're doing it, and they put in the work. They put in the time. They have quote unquote paid their dues, like everybody. You know, I mean,
they have put in their time.
And most of the time, and I will say this, you know, as far as, you know, even popular, you know, music that's on the radio, a lot of those people have really put in some time.
People just think they just come out out of the woodwork somewhere.
I mean,
they've been doing this for 20 years.
Exactly.
And all of a sudden, they finally got the right place, the right time, the right.
And just like
stars
you said,
align for them, you know.
I don't know if this got filmed earlier, but you said it's just like playing a lottery, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a scratch-off ticket or, you know, whatever, but it's the way the music business is because there's so many people doing it.
Yep.
And there's so much talent out there, especially just in this region. That it's a hard business.
And that's what, you know, I really wanted to put together a chart and a system so people could be aware of the local talent around here. And I think that speaks well to you because your song is number one. so
very humbling.
And I know you said this earlier too. This was not our intent either to make it a competition or anything, but there's something about having a list of songs, and when somebody sees that in a newspaper or online, they're like, who's Shawn Stone? And what's If Heaven Had a Phone? Like, what's this song?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that just piques curiosity. And, you know, I just really think it would be a good thing for the, you know, all of us local artists around here.
Oh yeah,
you know?
and it helps us network with different artists.
Absolutely.
You know, working with other artists to help, you know, push each other up or songwriting, anything. Just networking is really big in the, you know, like I said, underground scene or the independent artist scene. If you help each other out, you're both going to benefit.
Yeah,
you know.
absolutely.
So I'd love to push people's music and continue to push people's music. If somebody needs help, like I need a drummer, you call me. Not really, because I ain't in the drums anymore. But
so can we tell that story? Because I'll tell a quick, a brief synopsis of this. So back in the day, I had the chance to open up for John Party, but I didn't have a full band. So most of the time, I always, you know, piecemealed my bands together, and I was like, man, I don't have a drummer because Richard, he was gone. He was traveling. He moved away and he couldn't do it. So I call up this guy. So you can take it from there.
Yeah, he calls me and it's on a Tuesday. Hey, Shawn, I need a drummer. Okay. When's the show? He goes, this Saturday. I'm like, you serious? This Saturday? Cody, this Saturday. I ain't played drums in 5 years, Cody. Oh, it's just like riding a bike. You'll get it, man. You'll get it. I was like, who else is playing? And it was Chad Blagg on bass, Robbie Mabe on electric guitar, and Chris Rose on electric guitar. And I was going to be the weakest link because I ain't played drums in 5 years, and I'm just going to show up and beat some toms with some sticks. And so I said, we going to practice? He goes, I don't know, maybe once. So we got one practice in. And
you said we practice at Richards, right?
Richards Burke's, yeah. That is the practice building he had. And we practiced that one time, I believe it was, and it was, we show up at the show. Of course, Chris Rose didn't even make the practice because he had stuff better to do, but I wasn't too worried about that.
Chris didn't even make it?
No, it was just Robbie Mabe, me, you, and Chad. So then I said, where's Chris at? Oh, he's got the set list. He'll be there. I'm like, well, yeah, he's that talented enough to do it. So I'm going into this I'm going to play with Chris Rose, Cody, Mabe, and Robbie, and Chad on bass. And I didn't play drums for 5 years. We're opening up for
now. At that point, had you played with Chad?
I've been playing Chad for.
Oh, okay. So you've been playing with him. Oh, okay.
I've been playing Chad since we was kids.
Oh,
really,
okay.
So.
Okay. Yeah. That's funny, man.
But it was wild. I guess I got through it all right.
Dude, no, man, it's one of my favorite shows, man.
It was interesting.
It was good, man. You
fun.
played really, really good that day, by the way. Of course, with, and I'm sure you feel the same way with Chad and your guys too. It's like Chris was always, that guy for me, man. If I knew he was on stage, like I had a different confidence, man.
Yeah,
yeah. And it was nothing of like I'm good or anything. He's really great.
Absolutely.
I mean, and it's gonna make me sound good if he's on stage with me, because Chris was just just an unbelievable virtuoso. Much less, he was a performer too.
Yes.
So he loved playing live.
He always had a smile on his face, man.
Yeah.
He's always smiling.
And I guess that goes back to something, we talked about too, as far as making it, or like,
Yeah.
How many times have you heard like, if I make it, or man, one day you're gonna make it. It's like, it's a mindset, because I believe just like with Chris, he could have went and played with Kiss. He could have went and played with a bluegrass band. He could have went and played with anybody.
Right.
But yet, man, he made a living teaching, doing what he loved. And in my mind, that he made it, man. He got to make music for a living, man.
You're doing something you love. You've made it.
And he loved teaching, man. He was so good at teaching. But yeah, man, it just, I don't know. I miss that guy. I miss that guy a lot. Miss him a lot.
The whole music world does.
Yeah, for sure. But and too, man, I definitely I got to get you to tell. I'm glad you said that, because I didn't even think about it even prepping for this podcast. And again, just to inform everybody, this is our first podcast. I have never done a podcast. It's awkward for me to talk because I've always got a guitar. You know what I'm saying? Like in front of me. So being like vulnerable, it just feels weird to me. Like you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, how did Shawn Stone? Because that is not your last name.
No, it's Shawn Bentoski, and people mess it up all the time.
And I didn't know this. I didn't know this story. So this is a really good story.
So I was playing on the East Coast, and after a show, I was playing a party, and after a show, this woman came up to me and said, what are you going to do when you make it famous? And I said, I don't think about that. I just love playing music. I said, I've never really thought about it. And she's like, don't you think it'd be hard for people to say your last name? I'm like, they mess it up all the time, so it doesn't bother me. But she goes, you're from Big Stone Gap, right? And I said, yes. She goes, what about Shawn Stone? I was like, okay. So
rolled off
here
the
I
tongue,
am.
Right?
It stuck, and so after that, she was like, everybody, this is Shawn Stone.
So what year would that have been?
2003, I think, 4 or 5. Wow. 2003, I think it was. It's been so long ago, Lord.
Wow.
But yeah, it's been ever since. Everybody just called me Stone. So I just kept it. Why change it? It's the brand now. So
yeah, it fits.
She's the one that did it for me, and so it's there.
Have you ever? Did you keep in contact with her, or do you know?
I really don't.
You can't remember her? Or
I believe her first name was Elise. Is a friend of mine's. I was in Air Force with. It's one of his friends, and I cannot for life remember her last name. But thank you, Elise. If you ever see this.
I love that story, man. That's why I wanted to do this, man. So I could learn stuff like that. So everybody
so
can.
Much, man.
Because most of the time, when we get together, it's usually at a gig or we're passing through, and I'm trying to get Shawn to come up and sing with me because you got that awesome Johnny Cash.
It's been fun. I've done it a couple times with you.
Yeah, man.
It's always fun.
Well, it's always a good time to play, music, share the stage with with people that you like and you enjoy to be around, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, man, that's always a cool thing.
And so what you're doing with this the Appalachian Regional Music Chart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is just amazing.
Appreciate it, man.
And
Appreciate it.
and of course you Big Stone Records.
Yeah, I'm trying to record a Shawn Stone song. Is what I want to do.
We might have to do it sometime. I got a lot more originals put down, but
yeah, because I haven't even showed you my process on all that. So like but we would.
Yeah,
we would.
and but yeah, like I said, the chart's awesome, man. It pushes the region of the talent that we have around here, and it's really cool. And I hope that a lot of people put in their music to it. I guess it's you go to that site, whatever.
Yeah, so basically they can get on my Facebook and submit a song that way, or get on the Big Stone Records and submit. To be honest with you, man, that first time that we put that post out, I was floored at the songs that kept coming in. I was like, oh wow, this is gonna take a while.
I bet.
It's like, geez. So it's going to be really interesting next month, though, because I'm still, keeping all of the song pool that we had at the beginning, and I'm just adding to all that so I don't really know how that's going to shake out. That's going to be like people are probably going to look at it next month and be like, what in the world is wrong? It's probably going to be a jumbled something or another, but I just want to really shine a light on people like you and me that do this because we love it. It's not, we're not rich and famous or anything like that, but I mean, that's not what I don't think we're after, because at this point in our lives, if we don't do it because we love it, we wouldn't be doing it. Right.
Yeah. It's I said, if I could do just music for a living and make what I make at work, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
Because I'd be my own boss. I'd be doing what I love to do, and that would be my only job. But I'm working 40 plus hours a week and then doing music on top of that, booking shows and all this other stuff. So I'd rather just do music.
Yeah.
I want to be working till I'm 6 feet under. So why not do something that you love to do and make money doing it? That's the goal in my mind. Not to be, look at me, I'm this, labeled person, and I'm corporate Nashville, and some famous whatever.
Did we get all in that the last time?
I don't know, but we probably need to make another cut or something. We got so much to say.
No, it's just, I think...
we love you, Nashville.
Oh, man. And
that wasn't sarcastic.
I guess that's another reason why too, and I think maybe more than most, I do still listen to top 40 in Nashville, and I will say, do I like it all? No, but man, there's a few artists out there that is just awesome, man. I mean, and that I love. The newer artists like Zach Top and Cody Johnson, even though Cody Johnson is not super new, but I mean, there is real country music still out there.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to shine a spotlight on this region: southeastern Kentucky, southwest Virginia, East Tennessee, western North Carolina. I just personally myself know of a lot of artists in this area that are really, really good and deserve some recognition of something, even if it's just in a newspaper or a post that we post on Facebook or something. I and just like you said, it's really good to network, and
advertising helps out a lot, man. I mean, just the exposure means more than the money. You know what I'm saying? So having a platform that you've created for these artists is awesome, because they're getting seen by the people that have never heard of this person.
Right.
Like when I was going through that list, I was like, I listened to the songs, like, wow, I'd never heard this before. I was like, that's cool. It's pretty awesome. So it's a great platform, man. It's gonna be awesome.
And one of the songs too that is relatively unknown, but is amazing. Out of the Blue by Mabe Johnson. Did you get a chance to listen to that? I don't know if you did or
I
not.
have to go back and look at them again.
But that was recorded at David Castle in Castlewood at Castle Recording Studio. He's got a Grammy, by the way. He's got a Grammy award. And the guy, Jeff Kennedy, actually wrote that song. Jeff's from Pound. Do you know Jeff Kennedy?
No, I do.
He's a good friend of mine's, really good friend, Marcus Riley. Marcus is a tremendous mandolin player. Well, him and Jeff play, and I honestly, man, I've been around Jeff. I know he's a great guitar player, but he wrote that song and produced that, and they recorded that with Castle. And man, I tell you, it is an amazing song. Like, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I hate it even when I post my songs or whatever, and dude, they're gonna probably get like 5 people maybe gonna look at that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if we all come together and it's all out there, I mean, I think it's gonna help, man.
Everything helps, man. Especially advertising it and
for sure
putting it out there like that.
For sure. So yeah, but I don't know, man. Like, is there any? I mean, we're almost at another 30-minute mark.
Yeah, we'll take a break and come back.
Okay, that's it. All right, we're back with Mr. Shawn Stone. Shawn, I want to, discuss this last part, because this is why you're here. This is why we're here. This is what we're trying to do. We're trying to shed light on original music from this Appalachian region. And your song, obviously, as we've said, #1 song on the chart. And
that's awesome.
I was tickled. I was like, man, that's wild.
It's crazy.
I love how it's just your voice and the guitar. The only song in the top 10 that way. So the Appalachian Regional Music Chart is very lucky to have you here. Yeah. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here.
So I just want to ask you a little bit more about the song before we end this podcast, and I just want to tell you, man, from a song, one songwriter to another, amazing song.
Appreciate it.
And I know this is about your dad, as you said before. So, is there anything else you want to say about?
It might have been early on in the podcast. Wrote it down at my bar at the house, and my Carolyn is her name, ex-wife. She helped me write the song, so I got to put the credit where credit's due.
Absolutely.
And but it's a great song. It's like I said, it didn't take long to write it, because once it starts flowing, you feel it, and it's from the heart, man. It didn't take long at all to write it. So, but it's very true and heartfelt from my heart and to my dad. And of course, she helped write it because her dad passed. So it kind of, you had 2 people that's lost their fathers that wrote a song about it and put it together, awesome, which made it what it is. So wow. But it's if you want to check it out, it's on Spotify and all those music streaming services. And now going to be, if you look at the music chart, you'll find it through, on their page, whatever it is. You got a page for that?
Yeah, Big Stone Records.
Okay, Big Stone Records. Big Stone Records. Go check it out.
Yeah. So
or you can find a song, I said, Spotify, Pandora, all those streaming services, or my website, ShawnStoneMusic.com.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, man, I'm super excited, and I know you said earlier that this is kind of a hard song for you to perform because it is about you and your dad and you losing your dad. So if you can't get through it, that's all right too.
We'll get through it.
Because man, this is raw, real, and this is what it's all about, that's man. Right. Because like I said, I want this. I want people to know that there's artists in this area that are real, authentic, and they just write really good music, man.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud to have you as the first person to do a podcast for sure.
It's definitely an honor, and I appreciate you having me.
Because like I said, man, all this stuff. I mean, you know, maybe 15 people will watch this. I don't know. You never know.
Never know
What I'm saying?
It could go viral tomorrow.
Exactly. But I think, you know, with this song in particular, because I mean, this is what it's all about, man. Everybody can relate to this song of they've had somebody pass away, and they'd love to have that conversation with that person.
Absolutely.
You know. Yeah. So, but without further ado,
I want to thank everybody, all the fans that I have that likes my music. I appreciate you guys. You're the reason why we do it.
Absolutely.
I mean, really.
Absolutely.
I mean, I do it and sit at the house and write it, but you guys what make things happen for us, because we went for the people.
That's right.
And the venues have a stage to play it on.
Yeah.
You know, so I thank each and one of you that support me, and I'd like to thank my band members, Chris Dalton on drums, Butch Kelly on lead guitar, and Chad Blagg on bass. Fine musicians. And
how long you guys been playing together?
I guess going on 4 years now.
4 years, wow, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. To keep a band together for 4 years,
it's man, everybody's schedules and stuff
that's
like that.
That's like dog years, like, you know.
Man, it gets frustrating, it really does, and it's not to blame anybody other the band. It's just life.
Just life.
You know, this ain't what we're doing for a living.
Right.
Everybody's got jobs. They've got family life and all that stuff like that. So it's hard to make it all gel perfectly.
Yep.
And but we do it, and hopefully we can continue to keep doing it. If not, you know, that's another step in another chapter I go through.
Yeah.
And I just do it by myself too. So
yeah.
I mean, I still do the acoustic shows by myself, plus the band thing. So
correct.
I'll always do music.
Well, a lot of people, I guess that's another thing a lot of people don't really understand too, is sometimes, I mean, you're kind of forced to play shows by yourself. And any show that I ever played, I would love to have other musicians play with me.
Right.
But it just always don't happen that way.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, for whatever reason, or whatever comes up. But yeah, man, you guys are great. And
appreciate it.
like I said, I'm super excited to have you here, have your song "If Heaven Had a Phone" to be number one, man. I couldn't be more proud.
Yeah, it blows my mind. So. There's so much talent out there, but yeah, it's
even like I said. No, this means nothing. We're not rich and famous off of nothing. It's just awareness, man. Like I want to bring awareness to that song, because that song, it deserves where it's at. You know what I'm saying? It deserves for people to know it, because once they hear it, people can relate, and it helps.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps people. At the end of the day, that's what we're here for. So,
right.
But without further ado, Mr. Shawn Stone. I love it.
You went away so long ago, I didn't know how I could ever move on. Left an emptiness so deep in my soul. I was going crazy, I felt so alone. I didn't even know if I should call home, that you wouldn't be on the other end of the line. With all these memories in my head, so many things left unsaid, wishing every day I could hear your voice again. If heaven had a phone, I wouldn't feel so alone. Life gets hard, but I keep pushing through. If heaven had a phone, I could call you at night and tell you that I love you one more time. So here I am now today. You did your best to set me on my way. I walked a straight and narrow. I try hard to fill your shoes. And sometimes the road gets lonely. I don't know what to do. I wish you were here to say I'm proud of you. If heaven had a phone, I wouldn't feel so alone. Life gets hard, but I keep pushing through. If heaven had a phone, I could call you at night and tell you that I love you one more time. Ooh, I wanna tell you that I love you. If heaven had a phone, I could call you at night and tell you that I love you just one more time.